Hey everyone, welcome back. We all know Batman is the king of prep time, right? The guy has a plan for literally everything, from taking down Superman to what kind of tea Alfred should brew on a Tuesday. But what if I told you he once created a plan so big, so audacious that it made him the ultimate judge of every hero, not just in his universe, but across the entire multiverse? Yeah, you heard that right. Forget the Justice League. Forget the cosmic entities. We're talking about a time when Batman outsmarted existence itself. This isn't some random what-if story. This is the tale of the final Batsuit, a creation so powerful it could rewrite reality. So grab your popcorn, because today we're diving deep into the comic book storyline where Batman became the final arbiter of justice for all of reality, and how this ultimate power became his greatest test. It all starts, as many crazy comic book stories do, with a multiversal crisis. Imagine countless worlds, each with its own heroes and villains, all suddenly under threat from a force that wants to erase them from existence. This was the work of Perpetua, a super celestial being who created the multiverse in the first place, and now decided she wanted it all back, remade in her dark image. Her primary enforcer? The Batman who laughs, a twisted, jokerized version of Bruce Wayne from the dark multiverse. This guy is a living nightmare, combining Batman's intellect with the Joker's absolute insanity. The heroes of the multiverse are losing, badly. Entire universes are winking out of existence. The Justice League is scattered, beaten, and desperate. They need a miracle. They need a weapon that can fight a god. And who do they turn to? Of course, it's Batman. But this time, a simple plan won't cut it. He needs something ... more. While the heroes are fighting a losing war, Batman is working on his ultimate contingency. He knows that to fight a conceptual being like Perpetua, you can't just punch harder. You need to control the narrative. You need to control the very rules of reality. He starts gathering unique components from across the multiverse. He gets a piece of the World Forge's armor, an element that can shape new realities. He obtains a mother box, a living supercomputer from the new gods. He even gets his hands on the legendary Element X, the so-called metal of the gods that powers their technology and has reality-warping properties. He combines all of this with his own advanced technology, pouring all of his knowledge, his will, and his unwavering sense of justice into one final creation, the final Batsuit. This isn't just armor. It's a mobile reality engine. It's a god machine. The suit is directly linked to his consciousness, powered by his own indomitable will. Its primary function? To analyze, judge, and, if necessary, correct reality itself. As the Batman who laughs and Perpetua are on the verge of total victory, Batman unleashes his new toy. The moment he dons the suit, everything changes. He ascends. He's no longer just a man in a suit. He's a being of pure information and power. He sees everything. Every timeline, every possibility, every hero, every villain across every single Earth. He can see their origins, their choices, their triumphs, and their failures all at once. His new form is called the final Bruce Wayne. He sits on a Mobius chair, a cosmic throne that grants its user all the knowledge in the universe. But with the final Batsuit, he's more powerful than any previous user. He's not just accessing knowledge, he's judging it. The Batman who laughs, who has just transformed himself into the even more terrifying Darkest Knight by placing his brain into a Dr. Manhattan-like body, thinks he's won. He's a god of the dark multiverse. But then he comes face to face with the final Bruce Wayne, and for the first time, the Batman who laughs is afraid. The final Bruce Wayne doesn't need to fight him with fists. He fights him with logic, with truth. He starts to deconstruct the Batman who laughs' very existence. He shows him every timeline where Bruce Wayne didn't fall, where he overcame his trauma and became a symbol of hope. He shows him that his nihilistic, twisted worldview is just one dark possibility out of an infinite sea of better ones. He proves with absolute certainty that the Batman who laughs' entire philosophy is fundamentally a losing strategy. But his power isn't just for fighting his dark counterpart. He becomes the judge of all heroes. Imagine Wonder Woman, empowered by the gods, suddenly having her entire history, every battle, every choice, laid bare and scrutinized. Imagine the Flash, who can run through time, being told that his actions have consequences that Batman can now precisely measure and correct. He doesn't do this out of malice. In his mind, he's saving them. He's optimizing them. He sees Superman's compassion as a potential weakness that could be exploited. So he considers fixing it, making him more ruthless, more efficient. He sees Green Lantern's power limited by willpower. So he devises a way to remove the emotional component, turning the ring into a perfect, logical weapon. He's trying to build the perfect army to fight Perpetua, but in doing so, he's stripping away the very things that make these heroes who they are. He's removing their humanity. This is the core tragedy of the final Bruce Wayne. He has the power to save everyone, but his method is to turn them into perfect, unfeeling soldiers just like him. He believes that emotion, that choice, that chaos, is the flaw in the system. His solution is to impose absolute order, his order. The other heroes are horrified. They see their friend Bruce becoming the very thing he always fought against, an absolute authority imposing its will on everyone else. They have to fight him, not just for their own freedom, but for the soul of their friend. The climax is a battle of wills. It's not about who is stronger, but about what it truly means to be a hero. Is it about being perfect, efficient, and logical? Or is it about being human, flawed, and still choosing to do the right thing? Wonder Woman, in a last-ditch effort, uses her lasso of truth not to fight him, but to reach him. She forces him to confront the truth of what he's becoming. She reminds him of the promise he made in that alleyway as a child, not just to fight crime, but to ensure no one else would suffer the way he did. And turning everyone into emotionless drones is a different kind of suffering. In that moment, Batman realizes his mistake. His greatest plan, his ultimate solution, was flawed from the very beginning because it removed the most important variable, hope. He sees that true victory isn't about creating a perfect, sterile reality. It's about giving people the freedom to choose to be good, even when it's hard. In a final act of self-sacrifice, he uses the suit's immense power not to control reality but to empower it. He channels the energy he's gathered, this anti-crisis energy, into Wonder Woman, giving her the boost she needs to finally confront and defeat the darkest night. He willingly gives up his godhood, choosing to be a man again, choosing to trust his friends, choosing to believe in their messy, imperfect human way of doing things. The final Batsuit is destroyed and Bruce Wayne returns to being just ... Batman. But the story leaves a chilling question. He had the power of a god, the ability to enforce perfect justice across all of existence, and he chose to give it up. But the knowledge of how to build it is still in his head. The temptation to fix a broken world is always there. This story shows us that Batman's greatest strength, his intellect and his drive, can also be his most terrifying weakness. He's the man who can defeat gods, but his biggest battle will always be against the darkness within himself. What do you guys think? Is this the ultimate expression of Batman's character, or did the writers go too far? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. I read every single one. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this deep dive, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more comic book lore. See you in the next video.